This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
How you feeling, my man? You feeling good?
Feeling good, oh. Very proud of my daughter. She tried out for a travel soccer league team up here in Broward County, made the team, plays in her championship game tonight, rec league championship game. So she's progressing, man. Teenage daughter, you know what that's like. You went through that, brother.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, good luck. That's absolutely fantastic, dude. That's good stuff. And proud papa. I like to see that. By the way, have you seen the Brady roast?
I saw a good portion of it. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I know it's 3 hours. So
it's 3 hours. Lot of commitment there, oh.
Yeah, it's hard to sit down in one sitting. I was able to do it yesterday. I did sit down with the wife for one sitting and watch it. But it's hilarious. I gotta say, dude, like it's 3 hours and 2 hours and 45 minutes of it is freaking hilarious, dude. I mean, really they brought out like that. Some guy just mentioned that the Tony guy. That Tony guy was like 3/4 of the way in. That freaking guy was, I mean, he was on fire, dude. I don't know if you got to that yet.
I saw that clip. I saw the clip, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was good. It was entertaining. They've pissed off Giselle. Giselle Bundchen is pissed off about the divorce jokes. They pissed off Aaron Hernandez's wife. She's mad because she's trying to paint him as a hero to her daughter, which is really, is that what you want to do? You want your daughter walking around saying my dad was a hero? No, your dad was Dexter.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, it's funny though. Like they were right. The whole point, like they kept referencing how you can't do these anymore. You can't make these jokes because the whole world is so sensitive. And that's what I loved about it was just they didn't give an F about any of it, dude. And they went at it and they went hard at everybody, dude. Even Robert Kraft with the whole massage thing, like that was awesome.
Don Rickles and Red Fox and Richard Pryor are up there going, yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's how it's done.
Yep.
Archie Bunker. Yeah. That's how it's done. Yes. Let's go. Yeah, no, they don't have it. I mean, Jeff Ross said that they hadn't done one in a few years because everybody, I mean, listen, the whole Gronk one, that one kind of even made me cringe. It was so homophobic. So that one I would not be surprised if that one gets a little bit of some ego pushback. But again, look at the guy delivering it. Not very smart. So
yeah, is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. You got to it's Gronk. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right. So how was the weekend for the Canes?
Good, man. They obviously got Simeon Barrow, who's a big-time defensive tackle, guy who started 30 games at Michigan State. I know Michigan State wasn't great last year, but this is a guy who's been a 3-year starter, big body, 6'3", 290, plug-and-play type guy, another guy that you can put into the starting lineup that's going to help you and your run defense. I like the front seven that Mario has put together here. I think the secondary I still have some questions on, but in terms of just a roster build and what Barrow brings to Canes, it's another big body. And ultimately, if you're going to win in college football, you better have a damn good defensive line. And I think they've got one of the better ones, if not the best one in the ACC now, with Ruben Bain and a healthy Akeem Mesidor. And, they still could add one more guy. Tyler Barron's another guy that's still out there, and he's the guy who had 6 sacks last year at Tennessee. So you got another guy like that who's played a lot of football, and you add him to the mix of all the guys that you brought in, C.J. Clark from NC State and Marley Cook from Middle Tennessee, all guys that have a bunch of starts. You throw 6 or 7 guys out there that are 3-year starters, you're going to be in good shape.
Well, you're on a freaking roll anyways, because you told us, well, no, the running back, they got the running back. And then last week you mentioned a couple guys, but then I kind of cornered you. I said, no, give me the one guy that they got to get after. And you said the defensive tackle. And sure enough, the defensive tackle. So now you're giving me this guy. So I guess he's going to end up landing this guy too, because you've been kind of on a roll here the last couple of weeks. And I guess Mario he's kind of putting himself in a corner like, bro, you better coach your ass off because you're getting some talent here now. You know, because last year the talent level went up, and we thought, okay, the wins did not match the talent level. Well,
Yeah, I mean, look, the results have to come now, right? Like the excuses are over in terms of, quarterback. The excuses are over in terms of, hey, we don't have enough healthy running backs. Guys are dinged up. We don't have a good enough offensive line. Like he's put in 2+ years of work into building this roster, and it's got his fingerprints all over it. So it's put up or shut up time for Mario. It just is. And look, there's people ranking them. My colleague Ari Wasserman, who's one of our national college football voices, ranked him in the top 10 in the preseason, his preseason poll. There's other people who have him in the top 25 to start the year. We've seen this before with Miami, right? The reason why I think there's more substance to this, and the reason why I'm a believer, is the offensive and defensive line. I think that's where this team is markedly different. They've had, they had Derek King. They've had, Amon Richards at receiver before he hurt his neck. They had, guys in the backfield that have gotten drafted. They've had a Jalen Phillips and a Gregory Rousseau. They've had some talented guys in certain spots, but I think it's the offensive and defensive line on both sides that are deep. That's what's going to matter when you get into the big boy matchups.
And by the way, while sometimes Mario may drive me a little crazy with his conservative ways, I do think at his core, where you want to dominate on the lines, that is fundamentally where it has to start anyway. I don't give a shit who you are. If you're a passing or a running team, you still need. That's the reason why Kansas City keeps winning. It's they've got Mahomes and they've got Reed and all that shit. But bro, they got Chris Jones, they got an offensive line, and they got they will beat you up at the point of attack, and that's kind of part of the game. You got to do that. So to Mario's credit, that you have to start there. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually we're going to have to see him, get to the point where, okay, now I need you to be aggressive at times, a little bit more aggressive than you normally are right now, because that's how this game is too at the same time.
Yeah, and I think the key here is they've got 3 receivers in Jacoby George, Xavier Restrepo, and now Sam Brown, who they got from Houston, that are all heavy production guys. They've all made big plays. They've all and that's going to be tough for teams to match up with week to week to week. Most teams will have 1 or 2 good cornerbacks, 1 or 2 guys in their secondary that they feel good about. But now you have so many, which is the way Miami used to win, right? Like, hey, you cover Andre Johnson, you double Andre Johnson, and you double Yatil Green or whoever the hell it is on the outside, and then Willis McGahee eats you up coming out of the backfield, or Kellen Winslow down the middle of the field. So they're hoping Elijah Arroyo is back to being what he was supposed to be. If he is, I mean, that's just another guy that is going to be a big part of this offense. So I think offensively, they're going to put up points. I think Cam Ward is the real deal. He did it at Washington State with they started off pretty good, and he really didn't have much in the way of support, man. He's going to have a much better supporting cast here. So for all of those reasons, I'm buying into this and thinking this is going to be a really good year for Mario.
Let's hope so, man. We need it in a big time way. Plus, I don't want to see any more changes. I want to see Mario stick and get it done. All I need to see is Mario do better on game day, and then we'll be all right. Everything else he can back up.
If they make the playoff, well, that's it, right? We're happy here. Just make the playoff.
Yes, please, yes, yeah. Even though, what is it? Is it 12 teams this year? Does it go to 12?
Teams make it in, so you could have technically two ACC, teams get in. But let's say they don't even win the ACC, but they get in there as number 11 or number 12, and they're there. I think that's still something that fans will be happy about because they took a big leap forward.
Yeah, no, I would be extremely happy. If you get to the playoffs, that means you won more than 9 games. Put it that way.
Right.
And so that would be obviously big-time progress for Mario. So, yeah, I would be ecstatic if they get to the playoffs. And if they can challenge for the ACC, oh, my God, yes, that would be really, really satisfying as a Canes fan. Don't forget, you can use our code BIGO10 at Caneswear, whether you go in person or online. And if you order over $99, you will get free shipping. Use our code BIGO10. You will get 10% off. Get your Messi jersey out there, man. They've got They've got some from last year. They've got the new ones this year, the pink or the black. They've got Canes gear, anything and everything practically with the Canes logo on it. Dolphins, Panthers gear, even Marlins gear, for Christ's sake. If you really want to spend money there, it's probably all on a clearance rack at that place, but they've got some Marlins stuff there. So go check out Brett and all the great people out there. What do you got going on in the athletics so folks can check you out, my man?
Well, working on a Miami column and all these new expectations for Mario. I'm doing we just had an ACC mailbag where we talked about a lot of the speculative things. What happens to the ACC, if Florida State and Clemson somehow get their way out. That just ran yesterday in the Athletic. So it's a good article. A lot of people with opinions on that. Grace Rayner, Brendan Marks, two other reporters with me, all chipped in on the mailbag. We're gonna have all the offseason sort of looking ahead stuff here in the next few weeks on the website. Who are the best quarterbacks in the league for the ACC, SEC, all the major conferences. Who are the transfer portal winners and losers, all that kind of stuff here in the next few weeks. So that's why I love working for the Athletic. We got a great team and great national reporters across the board, and it's gonna be good stuff.
Follow him on Twitter at Manny_Navarro and catch his exceptional work there at The Athletic and catch him twice a week here doing his thing. Manny, as always, thank you, my brother. We'll catch up on Friday.
All right, brother. Take care.
Thank you, sir. There you go. Manny Navarro, as always. Appreciate him.